Hey guys, welcome back to the next video, and in this video I will show you how you can create a divergent bar chart like this, which is very helpful in doing the comparison. So what I'll do is go to the new sheet, and what I had over there is the year, so I will get it from the order date. So if I go and check where my order date is, here it is, and I want it on year. And I will select over here which is quarter. So now I have this quarter properly lined up to cover up this page, and what I have taken for the measure is a custom calculation which I have created. So let me show you. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to compare the sale of two different ship mode. So for example, if I just drag it down over there, we have first class, same day, second class, and then standard class. So I'm just comparing the sales of first class and second class on this for the visualization purpose of a divergent bar chart. So what I've done is I have created a calculated field. If I go into edit, I have given it a name, first class sales, with a simple if condition. If ship mode is first class, then it's give me the sales, and once I click OK, similarly it will create a measure for you, calculated measure, and then I have a second class sales. If I go in edit, it's again very same. If ship mode is second class, then sales. Alright, so it will bifurcate the sales for me when I will plot it on the chart or on this blank space over here. Alright, so what I'll do is first I will drag the first sales class, alright, and I will choose not automatic but bar, and then I will go ahead and take the second class sales. So now it is in a default order, but what we want is this bar chart to be start from here. So very simple thing that we need to do is double click over here and put negative in front of it and press enter. As soon as you press enter, this information or this bar chart is now starting from the negative side or from the opposite side. But two things, one thing, if you will observe, they are both having the same color. So if you want a different color, let's say, what you can do is you can take this measure name, put it here on the color, and just say add all members, and now you have two different colors over here, which will clearly bifurcate that this is a second class and this is the first class sales. Alright, and by these quarters you can change to month or year or maybe week or even today. So that's one thing. The next thing is, if you will see the negative sign over here, generally not good. So what I can do is I will just click it over here, right click and go to format, number alignment, and go to custom, and what I'll do is I will say hash comma k. Alright, so now we got the how it was the default behavior, and put a semicolon and then say hash comma k. So after the semicolon, it represents the negative value, and before the semicolon it represents the positive value, the format for positive value. So even if you have a need that you have two different format for positive and negative, even you can do that. So simply I'm just saying hash comma k, and it is giving me the positive values, right? So this is a very quick way of how you can create and format a divergent bar chart in Tableau and do the comparative analysis. So it's clearly showing me that here in the 2015 Q4, somewhere down there, it's basically having the issue where second class is having more, and on an average, if you see, people are ordering more from the second class but less from the first class. So we can actually look into these patterns, like what happened over here, or maybe over here, why it has gone up or gone down, and then it will give us some good observation. So that's pretty much it from the divergent bar chart video, and I will meet you in the new video, the new topic. Hi there, welcome back to the next video, And in this video I will show you how you can create a chart like this, which you can call it like a distance chart, or sometimes it is also called as DNA chart. So how you can create this chart. And before I show you how you can create this chart, just a small example which I am showing it over here about why you would probably create it. So things like this, where I am showing the profit and the sales over here, and the distance between them basically indicates whether the profit is relatively near to the sales. That means for example like this, where you are just making a profit of $3,385, but you are having a sale of $189,000. Now it may be the case that the value is high for the machine subcategory, but the profit is not that good, and that's where you can really evaluate whether you are making a lot of effort in selling them and you are not getting good profit as compared to category like this, like fasteners, or maybe labels type, or maybe envelopes, or maybe artwork, probably an example. Maybe appliances is an example where it is far but not that far when you compare it with the, let's say, phones, or maybe let's say chairs. So these kind of things. Alright, so how you can create this kind of chart, let me show you. So first thing is the product subcategory over here, sorry, down there, so that I can get it over like this. And I will just keep it automatic, and then I need the, let's say, sales. Alright, and I will keep it profit over here as part of the dual axis. So now I have the dual axis over here. What I can do is I can take this measure name over here on the color. Now I have these two colors over there, and just to get the two different circles, what I can do is I can drag this over here. Now I have two different charts over here, so measure value 1 and measure value 2. If I change, before I change, what I need to do is putting them on the same axis so that I can get it, the connection between them. So I will put it on the dual axis. Great. Now once I have it, let me change it to a line, and if I change it to a line, you'll see that it's kind of a zigzag line which I'm getting it, and I will simply put this measure name onto a path, and here I have it. Right, if you see this particular color, if you're finding it like not making a lot of sense, then you can just remove it, but this is what you usually get. So if I go back to my chart, this is what I had achieved, and here I'm showing you step by step, just showed you how step by step how you can do it. And then you can expand it. I mean, you can slice it by a particular category, you can slice it by a particular region, a lot of different possibilities that you can create, and analytics mind that you can put in to really analyze your data. But in a nutshell, that's how you can create a chart like this, and with the expectation about what you should really think. I mean, a distance based kind of a metric, if you are really looking for this kind of a chart, will be really helpful for you. So that can be one use case. If you think that there will be other use cases and want to share, please make a comment and let everybody else know, including me, about where this chart can be useful. Well, that's pretty much it, and I'll meet you in the new video with a new topic. Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. And in this video I will show you how you can create a donut chart like this, and which is basically showing you the category information down there in the center and surrounded by their subcategories for the different sales that they are having. So I'll go to the sheet 21, and within the sheet 21 I will double click on category and double click on sales. By default it will come over here as a text, but I want it here in a column, and change it to a bar chart. Alright, once I change this, what I'll do is I will create two different dummy calculations, average 0 and another average 0. So what it is basically, why I'm doing this, first average is basically show the sales for pie chart as a measure,
and second one will act as a donut or kind of a hole that you have in a donut, so that we can change the color and make it more like a donut chart. I'll show you in action just in a couple of seconds. So think like this is main pie chart. This is kind of a space that it will going to create in a donut. So now for this first one, which is this, I will go and drag the first of all, let me change this to a pie chart, and then on an angle I will change it to a sales. Okay, so now it should represent my sales. Now for the second one, there is nothing, so we are good. So first thing is, what we will do is we will change it to a dual axis, so that we have just one axis over here. And for the first bar, I will increase the size a little bit so that I can see some space down there. When I change the second one, first of all, let me change it to a pie and then change the color to white. Alright, so now you can see I have the white one over here, or kind of a donut figure. Now the next thing is we can change the category to columns to make it in this alignment. So that's straightforward, so I will not show that. You can easily do this by changing the category from rows to columns. But what I'll show you is how you can get these product categories and make it colorful and meaningful. So what I'll do is simply drag the categories over here. So first of all, it is not showing you like this. Why? Because we have this second category or the second pill open. So what I'll do is remove this, and I will activate this first pie chart and then in it drag the category. Alright, so now you can see that we have achieved that shape, and I will then finally show you how you can get these names down there. So it's easy, as you would have expected this. We will get the category over here, which is furniture. I'll go there, alignment to center, and that should be it, right? So that's how you can create your donut chart, which is not readily available, but with some settings you can achieve it within the Tableau. So that's pretty much it, and I'll meet you in the new video, the new topic. Hey guys, welcome to the next video, and in this video I want to show you a side-by-side stack bar chart, as you can see, as well as having a dual axis. So what we're showing here is a busy chart, which is having the average of discount and sum of sales for two different dimensions, which is region and category. So if you have a similar kind of requirement you need to create, and finding it a bit complex because it's slightly tricky about how you create it, then let me show you how you can do it within Tableau. So I'll just create a new worksheet, and what I need first of all is the order date, and I need month, right? And I need the sales, and I need the discount, right? And after that, if you try to do the dual axis type, this is how you would find, and if you convert into a kind of a bar chart, that's how you would see. But as you can see, mine is a bit different. So the change that is there is basically the measure name. So if I go here and take the measure name over here, you will find the bar chart properly displayed beside to each other. Now simply to make it stack bar chart, what you can do is go to this individual bills for average discount. Let's say you want it by region, and for sum of sales, let's say you want it by category. So that's how very easily you can have your stack bar chart, which is side by side for two different measures and for two different dimensions. Similarly, you can go ahead for multiple one, but I just wanted to give you an idea about how you can create this busy chart in case if you are doing some sort of complex analysis. That's pretty much it in this video, and I'll meet you in a new video with some new topic. Hi there. In this dual axis line chart example, I'll show you how you can create a chart like this where the line is representing overall sales, and down there these are the different categories which are creating this overall total. And this is basically helpful in knowing in which month, let's say in this case we have used the month on x-axis, in which month which category has performed really well and which category has performed worst, and how your overall sales is doing. And if there is a downfall, let's say in case of April, we can clearly see that it is mainly because of this technology category, because it has not performed pretty good in case of April. So this basically helps us figure out the reason why your sales are high or low. And from this chart, it is pretty intuitive that when your technology sales are going high, let's say a little bit high in this case, so you can see a little bit of spike over here. Same is the case over here, like all the three categories are high, so that's why a higher spike, and over here a higher spike. So it's very much evident that a big factor is to drive a higher sale is your technology product. Alright, so this kind of intuition that we can make from this chart and present our findings. So how we can create it? Let me create a new worksheet. And what I am having over here is the order date. Where are you? Here are you. Okay. So order dates, I'll put it on columns, and take the month. All right. And sales and sales. All right. I have two line chart now. So for the second line chart, what I'll do is I will take a category, and category is, let's say, this on the color. Now I have three line charts. If I want, I can change it to a circle. So now I have circle. I have the line chart and I have the circle. Up until now we are good, but we want to combine that, and we can combine that by using the dual axis, right? I'll just change it to fit with. Now I have this, but the only point is it is not representing a pretty good picture as compared to this one. Why? Because we need to synchronize the axis. So I'll right click over here, and I don't know why this synchronize axis is not present. And yeah, over here, so we are taking sum of quantity and sum of sales, so that's why. So I'll just take this out and put it over here. I'll make this a line, and I will change this particular one to a circle. All right, I will make it a dual axis. So these kind of issues may happen. Okay, and I will just remove the category from the upper one, the first sales bill. I will synchronize the axis. Now they are down, and I will remove this particular section by clicking on show header. Alright, so now I have this chart which is clearly representing what I created over here. As you know, you can see I have different color, but you can change the color by going over here and selecting what color you want as per your needs. So that's how you can create a line chart with the circle chart to basically represent the cause of your spikes or down in your data. Hi there, in this video I will show you how you can create an area chart like this, where you have the strong black line at the top. So generally it is being created to represent the total, or where it is ending from the formatting perspective, because sometimes it looks really nice when you are putting it over the area chart. So I'll just show you how you can do it, and probably it will give you more ideas to experiment with it. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just go into this sheet and just follow the process what I followed there. So I'm here taking the order month and converting into a month, and then taking sales bill over here, converting the chart
to an area chart, and I want, let's say, this chart by category, which is this. So now I have an area chart for these different categories. Now to create a duplicate, two options: either I can drag it from here like what I did earlier, or I can press Control and drag it, select and drag it from here. So now I have two area chart, and I'll just change the view to fit with. Alright, and after this I'll just select this second chart, which is this one. This one is representing the first one. So instead of area, I will just say line chart, and I will remove the category. So I have only this chart, and to put it on top of this, what I'll do is I'll go here on this pill, click on the dual axis. Now I have the dual axis, and I'll make the color black. Alright, now I have the black color, and I want effects, any sort of effects like this or this, anything based on the properties which are available to me. I can make the change in terms of colors, opacity, effects, and all of that. So that's a very straightforward way about how you can create an area chart, like where you have the strong black line or any other color line. Well, the last piece, what I'll do is I will just remove this axis and click on show headers. This way we have just one axis like a standard chart always have. So that's how you can create an area chart with a strong line chart, and I'll meet you in the next video with some new topic. Hey guys, in this video I will show you how you can create a dual axis chart like this. So what do I have over here is the bars as profit and then sales as your line chart, or you can have vice versa as well, where you have sales as a bar and profit as a line chart. So let's see how we can do that. I'm just creating another sheet, and if you see, I am using a sample superstore data, which is coming as a default or a sample data set. So what I have here is the order date. I'll take it in columns. By default it is coming as year, but if I want, I can change it to month to match it the visualization which I was having. So not this one, but over here, month. Alright, so once we are here, first thing is dragging the sales over here. So now what we have is a line chart, and if you want, we can change the line chart to any of the charts, say for example the bar chart. After that we will just drag the profit over here. If you see, if we drag, the default position is that you have two different charts. One is sales, one is profit, which is okay as per the default nature. But if we want to take this chart on the same axis where the sales is, we need to come over here and click on the dual axis. So if you click on dual axis, if you see, it has created a chart, and here you have the profit and then the sales. But if I want, I can change the second chart type to a different chart type. So if I just right clicked over there, change the mark type. Right now it is bar, but if I want, I can change it to line. So this way, if you see, my profit is into a line chart, but bar is representing the sales. So this type of change, where you are changing the chart type, can happen from here as well. If you see, this is a sum of profit section, and if I want, I can take bar over here and change it to line. So you have multiple ways about how you can do that. I believe it can happen from here as well, sum of profit, mark type, and you can change it. So three different ways by which you can change the chart type. So that's something that you can do with this. Next thing is, if you want to synchronize, because right now the visualization is that on this axis the information is about profit, which is this line chart, and from this axis this is bar. And generally what happens is our eyes are trained to look at on the left side when we are looking at numbers, and on this middle area to the right we are used to viewing the chart. So what I'll do is I will just right click on this,
First, I will click on synchronize axis. As I synchronized, this value has gone down, which is in line with this left axis, which is sales. And I will remove this show header. So this way I have some very good idea about what is my total sales and what is my actual profit on that sale, right? So this way you can create any chart with a dual axis, and I will meet you now in the new video with a new topic. Hey guys, in this video I will show you how you can create a map chart like this and then plot the circles on top of it. Generally, if you will try to do it, you will get two different charts. So what we will do is take an advantage of dual axis to do it. So let's see how we can configure this. For that, I'll create a new sheet, and what I'll do is drag, well, not city, it will be pretty dense. I'll take the state. Here I have the different states within the United States. And after that, first thing I will going to take is the profit. Here is the profit, but what I want is profit to be filled up. So filled map, well, sum of profit is over here, and on this we want the circle as sales. So if I just drag the sales over there, it will create a new chart for us. And if we try over here and see, we don't find a dual axis. So what do we need to do? We just need to drag this out here first and take latitude again over here. It will create a similar chart for us. Now I have latitude for this chart and latitude here, a second one for this chart. So for the second one, what I'll do is I will remove the profit and put sales, sum of sales, and sum of sales as circle. All right, and I will, state should be as it is, and I will just make the color as black so it is properly here. One thing is, the sum of sales should not be on detail but on the size, so that it is properly sized and intuitive enough. Then I will go here and click on the dual axis, and this way I will now have the filled map filled with profits. On top of that we have sum of sales, and for which we can increase the size if it is not very intuitive or good enough. So it indicates, for example, a state like Texas where a sales is comparatively high but you are not profitable. Same is the case with these different states. So this way you can create a filled map, filled with some numeric category. So in this case profit, and on top of that you can show the sales amount for doing the comparative analysis and make your chart more intuitive so that it is communicating more. Well, that's pretty much it. I will meet you in the new video, some new topic. Hi there. In this video, I will show you how you can create a lollipop chart like this within Tableau. So what I'm using is the sample superstore, which comes with a Tableau evaluation version, or if you are using any personal copy also, which is licensed, you will find Tableau superstore. So we will see how we can create a chart with this data set. And let me create a new sheet, and what I want is, first of all, on rows, the different categories. So maybe what I'll do is I will just drag the subcategory over here, and then what I want is sales on column, and again sales. Now I have these sales on two different axes, and what we will do is we will use the dual axis to create the lollipop chart, and it can be considered as one of the example of dual axis chart as well, which I think covered in the previous video as well. So I will just go on the second pill and click on the dual axis. So right now what it has done is converted everything into a dual axis, but that's not what I want. I'm just coming over here and changing it to a bar chart. All right. So once we are here, we have a bar chart, and we have at the end, if you see, we have a circle. So what I'll do is just increase the size of the circle a bit. If you see, it has increased a lot. It's a big lollipop. I think this is good. And then I'll go to first sum of sales and decrease the size a bit over here, if you see. So we can just experiment based on when we want and how we want it. So after this, you have your lollipop chart ready, like the one we created over here. It's just that the thickness of line and the size of the circle is relatively big. Now one other thing I will just show you to make this chart a bit more interactive is how we can change the color of this circle, which is kind of a lollipop. So what I'll do is I am here on the second sales bill, which is basically a circle, if I can see it over here, and I will just drag the profit to color. As soon as I drag it, you see that the line color, or this bar color, is changed, as well as the color for these lollipops. So what it is indicating is, if it is orange, that means it is a negative value and there is no profit but loss. Over here it is relatively more loss. But if it is blue, it means it is a good category where you are having a profit. Now if you want, you can change the color of bar if, let's say, that does not suit you, by coming over here, go to color and make it black, right? And based on that, you can adjust how you want to display it and make your chart more interactive, which is a lollipop chart. Hey guys, welcome to the new video. And in the previous video, if you remember, we created this chart where in the background we have a filled map chart where it is filled up with the profit, and profit is over here. So what we did is we simply dragged first the state, and when we took the second latitude over here, we created a dual axis chart, and based on that we had on the dual axis the circle. And so if you're not sure about how to create this, I will really recommend that you see the previous video, which basically explains how to create this chart from scratch. Now the thing is, what I want to do is experiment a little bit more and create a pie instead of circle. So I have a pies which is representing that any category, if you want, say for example a category of product, or maybe subcategory, or maybe we have something called ship mode. Whatever your category is, you can show it in the pie to get the better insight into each of the geographical data and get some answers out of it. Alright, so what I need to do is first of all I need a category. So what I'll do is I put category over here on color, and I will put and change it to pie. So over here I have pie, and just to make sure, however, it has taken up, if you see the circle, these pies, but they are all equally distributed, or if you see there is an equal weight, 33%, 33% and 33%. So what I need to do is I need to drag sum of sales over this angle, and now if you see over here it is all furniture, and over here it is technology and supply. So now they are well distributed as per the sales which is there in the region. So that's a quick way about how you can have a better chart with the help of map and pie chart, and you can draw these pies based on top of a map chart. So background is showing the profit, and you are relating that profit with the type of category which is in there. So this is just one example, but you can further explore by getting the subcategory, probably shipping mode, as I said, and segment, in case customer segment, if you want, you can do that, and get insights from your maps chart a little bit more with this dual combination chart. Hey guys, in this video I will show you how you can create an year-over-year chart within the Tableau. So for example, I have here is a chart which is comparing 2014 sales with 2015. So 2014 is represented by these dots or circles, and 2015 is represented by a line chart. So what I'll do is, first of all, I need order date. Okay, and yeah, that's fine. 2014, 15, 16 and 17. And then I'll create a calculated field to create the sales for 2 years. So what I'll do is I'll first say 2014 sales, use the if, and say year order date is equals to 2014, then give me sales, otherwise 0. I'll click OK, and here I should have my 2014 sales, and I'll duplicate it, go in here into the edit, and I will say it 2015 sales, change the 2015 over here and click OK. Now I have first of all, let me take 2015 and then 2014. So now I have these two dual axes, and two different axes I'll convert into a dual axis, and these are my two dual axes right now. So what I can do is, to better represent it, is for 2014 I will change it to a circle. And if you see, this representation is a bit different from the chart that we created, is because this is my month. Alright, so what we can do is we can change from this to month, and now our chart looks very similar to what I showed you. After this, it is up to us to make any other additions. So for example, let's say if I don't want line, but if I want a bar chart, then I can create a bar chart if that suits my visualization, or if this looks pretty good as compared to the line chart. So that's how you can create a dual axis line chart or bar chart with circle chart to compare your year-over-year sales.